What is up, everyone out there in internet land? This is Anime Man 73 coming at ya with another Let's Play of Hotel Renovator at long last. I do apologize for taking so long to get back to this. I've had some writing issues that have come up in elsewhere, and so I needed to take some time off to deal with them. But well, now I'm back at my doing Let's Plays for another episode of Hotel Renovator. Now, I should also inform you that, well, due to some technical circumstances when I did this before, I had to go back and start over again. Well, you can expect plenty more of this because, well, I am still an amateur at this YouTube stuff, so I make one blunder, I'll make another. Also, I'd like to send shout-outs to one of my new subscribers, Harvest Fans, who pointed out that the screen was a bit too large when I did my first episode. And so I'm trying something different and hoping that OBS works out a lot better. Cross your fingers. And also a shout out to my beta reader, Aki, who pointed out that I needed to save the credits for afterwards. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. In the meantime, let's get back to Hotel Renovator. Saddle up, lock and load. Now we're just waiting for the screen to load up, or rather waiting for the game to load up. Here we go.
Perfect. Now it's time for a new floor and walls. Choose something modern and tasteful.
Okay, so we gotta choose something modern and tasteful. Alrighty. Oh, hello, what have we got here? Choose a tool and use the right button to select coverage style. You can switch between the color and color palette by hitting the escape button. Hold the left to start cover. Hold the left mouse button to start covering. Okay, got it. Right then. Now this is going to be very interesting because, well, I've dealt with just doing a double check to make sure that I got everything, all the tiles and such, because, well, being legally blind, yeah. There's a possibility that I might have missed some stuff, and so you got to double and even triple check. But it looks as though I got everything, so that's good. And it's getting dark out. Well, I was warned that this game's lighting is, well, it's not the best. I can see why. Alright. Now press the right mouse button. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the ceiling first. Why? Because that's me. That's how I roll. Let's see here. I will choose the... Oh, for Pete's sake. Wrong button. Yeah. I will choose the... Let's see here. We've got the dirty white. Anyway, gotta make sure that... gotta make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be. Maybe it wasn't the escape button. That's the problem with being legally blind. When your screen is minimized, it's hard to see things. So like this. Oh, it's a mouse wheel that allows me to change things. Well, expect many triumphs and many blunders with me. But I'll learn along the way. Anyway, this is going to be very interesting, designing a hotel room. I do have my fair share of experiences with hotel rooms. But I think in order, before I explain how I have those experiences with those hotel rooms, I better explain how I got involved with hotel rooms. Well, it really first began back in 2006, when my stepfather was still driving for the TriMet Public Transportation Company. A young lady got on his bus that day, and that's when he told her about an anime convention called KomoriCon. From there, my stepfather told my mother, and they both in turn told me. I will confess I was a little bit wary of going to conventions, even though I will happily admit that I am an anime fan. Hello, Anime Man 73. It's all in the name. Anyhow, I decided to attend KomoriCon 2006, which during that year was held at the Red Lion Hotel on the river, near Jansen Beach in Portland. Okay, I will admit, the convention was, well, a learning experience. Not the happiest of conventions, but that was mainly due to certain facts. One, I went in there with perhaps a few too many unreal expectations. Not good. And I learned that, well, when you go to an anime convention, perhaps the best thing to do is just expect to have fun. That way, you're more likely to have a good time. The second thing I learned is this. It's good to eat 3 square meals a day while at the convention. I didn't do that the first time round. And nuts. Hold on. Here we go again. Come on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, now we're rolling again. Anyway, 3 square meals a day at the convention. Good idea. Very good idea. I didn't do that the first time. Not the smartest move on my part. But, well, you live, you learn. Anyway, I also learned 2 things. That, well, because of my visual impairment, I'm not a day tripper because, well, I am completely reliant on either public transportation or having someone else take me. And, well, I will never be able to, that means I'll never be able to drive a car. Now, on the one hand, well, the fact is, yeah, I'll never be able to drive the car. But on the other hand, you wouldn't believe how much I'm saving on gas, car payments, and car insurance. Yeah. The fourth thing I learned is that, well, because of my visual impairment, I need to sit up front in order to see everything on the stage. Yeah. Visual impairments are a pain, but, well, genetics is the ultimate game of Russian roulette. You never quite know what you're going to get. And once you get it, well, that's just the way it is. Aha, yeah, that's what I thought. Tab allows you to alter the color. Yep. Okay. We're getting this. Yeah. Okay. All right, the ceiling looks great. Now let's go for something else for the walls. Anyway, back to convention and hotel talk. In 2007, the year following, KomoriCon was held at the Vancouver Hilton in Vancouver, Washington. And that year, I decided to stay at the hotel itself. A smart move considering it's across the river. And I can definitely say that year proved to be a very fun, very happy year. Even though there were some more things I had to learn about KomoriCon. including the fact that I needed to bring a camera to snap pictures of all those great cosplayers. Still, the fact that I had a room was very helpful, as it, well, gave me a place to retreat to if things got a little overwhelming for the convention. Yeah, what's here? Got a ceiling set. See? Hold on. Yeah, this is not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, the walls. That's what I was after. Oops. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. KomoriCon 2007. Getting a hotel room to retreat to came in very handy when things got overwhelming at the convention. It was also nice because the Vancouver Hilton actually had a channel dedicated to anime, and that's where I got introduced to a certain anime known as Fruits Baskets, which has been noted by members of Anime America as being a fairy tale for broken people. Based on what I've seen, yeah, I can believe that. And what shall we do? Futuristic wallpaper? Kawaii wallpaper? Steampunk wallpaper? Steampunk wallpaper? Yeah, I'm going to go for the future wallpaper. Look at this. Look at the texture here. Kind of reminds me of Qbert. That's a game that some of us those of us who were doing gaming back in the 1980s know very well. Let's see here. What shall we do? Oh me, oh my, whatever shall we do? You know, I'm thinking I like this. Okay. Yeah. Let's go for this wallpaper. Beautiful. There it goes. Excellent. Now we're rolling. Now back to the walls. Let's see here. Gray, black, gray, blue. Yeah. I think I like the idea that I'm getting a nice shade of gray blue. Or at least most of it. Okay. Anyway, 2007 was a fun but learning year because well, that was the year that, well, I got to meet all kinds of people, including meeting someone who's become a good and dear friend of mine, YouTuber Paladin Cecil. Big shout out to you, good buddy, from your friend Anime Man 73. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Yes. Everything is coming along nicely. All right, that takes care of that wall. Now just decorate this wall. Everything is falling into place, and that makes me happy. But I digress once more. In 2008, KomoriCon was at the Doubletree Hotel in Portland, Oregon. That's where I brought a camera, and that's where I really got into my groove at KomoriCon, as well as discovered my love of cosplay. Over the years at KomoriCon, I've cosplayed as well many characters. Henry Townsend from Silent Hill 4, Sub-Zero, an OC from a fanfic that I wrote. That's a story for another day. And most recently, I played Tatsuo Kusakabe from the Hayao Miyazaki movie My Neighbor Totoro. Though my girlfriend Peach Wilkie has suggested that I do another character from a Hayao Miyazaki movie, Tombo from Kiki's Delivery Service. That actually sounds like it could be fun. I could go for that. Yes. Oops. Yeah, I done did it again. I'm going to be doing that. Dirty white. Yeah. I was just filling these little blank spots right here. Excellent. Now, oops. All right. Back to the gray blue. And let's continue with painting this place up. Yes. All righty. Yes, indeed. We are looking good. Now, for the record, I know that this is the way I designed this hotel room. I know that others would design their hotels in a different way. That's fine. You play your game your way, I'll play my game my way. That said, I'm more than willing to listen if you have any suggestions on how I should decorate the room next time. I always love hearing from my viewers and hearing what your thoughts are on these games. As long as it's constructive criticism, because flames will be used to toast marshmallows. Oops. Yeah. Press the wrong button again. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. It's coming along. All right. But let's decorate the wall. Same way we did those other walls, but would be below the windows. Yes. Excellent. Now we're rolling. Now, next up, let's take care of the floor. Color, and it says here, yes, the front to color my world. All right, now what shall we do for the floor? I'm thinking let's do carpets. Yes. I think this will do. Or maybe not. This, on the other hand, will do. Excellent. Yeah. You know, this carpet here reminds me of the carpets I've seen at the DoubleTree Hotel. Don't get me wrong; they're nice. They're nice carpets. Yeah, so I've had my fair share of experiences with hotel rooms, going to conventions. Those lessons I learned at KomoriCon served me well when I went to SakuraCon in Seattle, and for a while I went to Oricon. I stopped going to Oricon because, well, let's just say there were some issues that came up. I'll talk about those in another video. Let's just say the subject matter is stuff that is not meant for gaming videos. Oh, yeah, gaming videos, let's play videos, that kind of thing. All right. Excellent, excellent. Now, next up, let's take care of the ceiling for the bathroom. Once again, I'm thinking a nice shade of dirty white. Yes, dirty white will do nicely. There we go. Now, for a bathroom, it stands to reason that tiles would be appropriate. However, I think I'm going to do a little tricky trick here. Yes, here we go. Medium tiles. Small tiles. Actually, small tiles will do better. Yes. Small tiles. Yes. I will select this. Oh, come on. Hold on. The game's being difficult. Or maybe I might have had it on the wrong place. It wouldn't be the first time. As I said, I'm still a newbie when it comes to Let's Play and YouTube videos, so I make one mistake, I'll make another. Ooh. Let's see here. Mosaic. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's get this. Hold on. Let's. Let's see here. Got you. There we go. There we go. You know, actually... All right. Oops. Yeah, I done watched it again. I'm still getting used to this. Okay. Small tiles. Yep. Let's see if I can find something here in a shade of gray. Blue-gray. Yes, this will do nicely. Yeah. It may take a little time, but I do nail it. Let's see. Now over here. And some over here. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. That takes care of the walls. Now for the floor. Now, me, oh my, oh, what will I do for the floor? Carpets in a bathroom? Yeah, carpets are interesting, but, yeah, I think not. Aha! This is a good color. Actually, yeah. First up, let's close the door. Let's close this door. We'll make things easier. And let's do the bottom floor like this. Yeah, that works. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Things are falling into place. Excellent.
Now for the most pleasant part. Furnishing. Let's start with beds. Guests need to have something to sleep on after all.
Yep, that is so true, Sandra. Guests do need to have something to sleep on. And this hotel room looks a lot better. But we will get... Well, hello, what have we got here? Press Q or E to rotate object by 90 degrees. Hold Z or F to rotate it smoothly. Highlight already placed items with the reticle and press tab. I think that's tab. I could be wrong. Or no, it's space. You can switch between the material and color by pressing tab. Okay, got it. But we will get to that in the next episode. I'm splitting these off because, well, in my last attempt, it came out to about an hour and 37 minutes, and yeah, I don't want to do that. As I said, we'll get to this in the next episode. Meanwhile, if you like what you're viewing, like and subscribe to this channel. And if you're looking for some great fiction, thought-provoking commentaries, or great movie reviews, check out all my work on the free speech platform Minds. You can also subscribe to me on Substack or follow me over on Gab, MeWe, or X. If you'd like to support me even more, there are many ways you can do so. You can wire tokens to me on Minds. You can give a monetary or token donation via Mine Super Chat. You can give a monetary donation via my PayPal chip jar. You can give a little something on my Substack or X accounts, or you can become a monthly patron on Minds or Subscribestar for all kinds of great benefits. Please only give what you can afford. I'll leave links in the description below to the various platforms I'm on. Well, this is Anime Man 73 signing off. Whatever platform you're watching this on, stay true to yourselves, stay classy, and God bless you all. See you next time!